When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales truly are a natural wonder, and right now a 30-year-old female killer whale named Orchid is going to help me demonstrate some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for a quick breath at the surface. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks as if the eye is located in this white oval area, but that's just a visual distraction. The eye is actually located in a black area just in front of that white oval patch. The fin on their back is called a dorsal fin and helps stabilize the orcas while swimming fast. And it also helps regulate body temperature. The flippers on the side of the body are called pectoral flippers and are mainly used for stopping and steering. If you were to look at an x-ray of the pectoral flipper, you see that there's a 5-digit bony structure in it, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them at speeds of nearly 30 miles an hour, just like some of our speedboats. And they swim the fastest and use the most power when they lift their nearly 10,000-pound body completely out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales also use body language as a form of communication. For example, pectoral slaps show dominance and help get them noticed. A mother may even use a peck slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings while they hunt. Fluke slaps are also another form of communication that killer whales use in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Uh-oh. As you can see, killer whales are great communicators, so it's no wonder they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere have actually learned how to capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Watch as our whales demonstrate the same behavior right here. Orcas have actually learned how to create a wave that washes over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. Watch as our whales demonstrate the same type of wave-making technique, demonstrating one of the many complex and impressive hunting abilities killer whales have learned around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing over the front, but you really can't appreciate the amount of water that's displaced until you experience it firsthand. And we've got a couple of volunteers that are going to help us demonstrate that right now. Come on down, guys. All right, go ahead and take a seat right here. Take a seat, yeah, no jumping in. All right. So, have you guys ever felt the wave from a killer whale before? Probably not, huh? It's very powerful. It also is only about 55 degrees. I'm going to warn you about that, okay? Feel free to put your hood on if you'd like. All right, let's see who's coming around the corner here. We're going to see who's going to make that wave. All right, you guys sit tight and stay right there, all right? Here it comes. Oh, you got lucky there. That wasn't a bad wave, though. Great job. How about a nice round of applause for our two volunteers? Pretty powerful wave though, isn't that nice out to see there? Now because killer whales live in all the oceans, it's no wonder they hunt on a wide variety of prey, including other whales. The whale on the screen there is a blue whale. It's actually the largest animal on Earth. It's actually 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than our killer whales like Orca here. So how does a whale this size hunt a whale that size in the wild? It's only possible because killer whales are the ultimate team player.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach their young how to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Now you often see killer whales showing off their playful side in the wild. And right here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when killer whales swim fast at the surface, breaking out of the water briefly. Now you see them do this when they're catching a ride in the wake of a boat or even surfing a wave. Killer whales like to be touched and will often rub their bellies on rocks when they can. We see our whales doing all different kinds of rubbing behaviors, just like Orcas doing right now, just like the whales in British Columbia will. Now you can also witness killer whales mimicking each other in the wild, and we also see that here all the time. The whales are always mimicking and learning from each other. Now, playful behavior has a purpose. Tail whips are used when in hunting to stun fish, but today these whales might just be stunning all of you. You know, we interact with these whales all day, every day, sharing trusted relationships that help us provide optimal health care, research, and quality of life. The whales here at SeaWorld actually take their own role in their own health care. You can see on the screen right now, that's working with some of our animals. And also right there on stage, Candace has Orchid presenting her tail flukes to her. That's a very important behavior because it takes a lot of trust, and that's also right where the blood vessels are really close to the surface. We can actually step down and take a blood sample from there. Very important. We've also trained them to slide up onto a scale, and we can weigh them. Now, we routinely weigh the whales once a week. And we've been weighing killer whales for well over 40 years. And we've learned a lot about killer whale growth rates, which is really hard to attain that information from animals in the wild. We've even trained the whales to let us take a breath sample from their blowhole because of the relationship we built day after day right here at SeaWorld. And today, ladies and gentlemen, you've joined us on a very special day. We're just going to stop the show here for a minute. This is Kalia. It is her 14th birthday today. And let me tell you, Kalia has so much personality. We all love her very much. Kalia actually means beautiful in Hawaiian, and as you can see, she lives up to her name. And Kalia is a very gregarious animal. She will play all day long with you and then want you to stay and play after even 8 hours. One of her best traits, though, is that she's a mother. Just a couple weeks ago, her first daughter, Amaya, turned 4. And that's one of her best traits. She is a fantastic mom, and she learned from her mom, who is also a great mom. Something interesting about Kalia right now, she's actually learning how to be the matriarch. Now, in killer whale societies, females are in charge, and that's her role, but she's learning that right now. And we also have a special birthday cake for her, killer whale style. We can get it in here. It weighs about 50 pounds, or 100. Okay. It's got the number 14 in there. We use gelatin, which they can eat, to make those numbers, and she's going to get to play with that. And you know what? Kalia teaches us something new every day, and we love that about her. We encourage the whales to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their mind. But of course, diet, exercise, and play help keep these animals in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcas orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Today at SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. We hope you gain a better appreciation of these incredible animals. Have a great rest of the day in the park, everybody. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, For your safety and the safety of our other guests, we kindly ask that you refrain from falling over the seats. Please use the stairs and aisleways to exit the venue. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day here at SeaWorld.
All right, girls, go.